Last year we decided to start a challenge to go to all the big donors, especially in the dairy industry, milk industry, the dairy products industry. We said we want to start a chair, a professorship in dairy science and technology. And because we took it so seriously, we said we're willing to put 2.5 million of our own money as seed money to demonstrate to the donors that we are investing. We want you to then come to the party. We started going on a road show. We went especially in Johannesburg, but in other parts. And we were meeting all these big players in the field and say, come and invest with us. Trust us. We have a track record in agriculture. We have a track record as a half owner, 50% owner of a properly functioning dairy farm. There was this conversation between the CEO of Amadlelo and the ambassador sitting in Johannesburg, who sits on the board of AngloGold Ashanti. They were talking. And we had said, anyone who gives 12.5, which is 50% plus, will have naming rights to the chair, to the professorship. And Anglo, after a few calls, a few meetings, a few proposals and amendments and so on and so forth, has put the money on the table. It's in our bank account as we speak. So today we have a new investment called the AngloGold Ashanti chair research chair in dairy science and technology. That's how it is.
Any research chair has to generate new knowledge. That is what research is about. Secondly, we are wanting to develop human capacity in dairy science. That has been really lacking across the board in the country. And we are saying, as the University of Fort Hare, we want to remain relevant, especially here in the Eastern Cape, where most people rely on livestock. So we are seeing this research chair building and training more young people to be involved in this very important discipline of dairy science and contributing to society and the country at large.
The importance of this project firstly is because, as mentioned here today, it's the first one of its kind in South Africa. We do know that, for instance, if we look at training, there's a huge need of training. In this area, specifically in the Eastern Cape, there's a huge amount of dairies and there's a huge shortage of dairy managers. So if this project can be successful and dairy managers can be trained, it'll be of huge importance.
AngloGold Ashanti has always been committed in supporting communities that host us, in communities that host our operations, but also in communities that supply or where we draw the largest of our workforce. Eastern Cape is that province. Even though we don't have mines here, you would know from history that a lot of the workforce in the mining industry came from the Eastern Cape.
My thoughts about the research project, the research chair, is that it will actually ground what the vision, the original vision of this dairy was, through ensuring that there's research, there's innovation, and it will ensure that this dairy is competitive. But the excitement is that the initiative goes beyond this dairy. More importantly, it will also ensure that rural communities and the rural areas of the Eastern Cape benefit out of the research outcome. So it's an exciting opportunity.
We are hoping that whatever research outputs that comes from this center could be applied in ensuring that we enhance the productivity of the mining activities that our former workforce are engaged in, so that they can continue supporting their families, but more importantly, they can enhance their dairy farming and to ensure that they are able to get more from it and produce and support their communities.